So my mother didn't hear from her court-appointed attorney for a month. My mother calls her up a couple days ago. I'm wondering about that IME. Remember, nobody's told my mother anything that this IME entails, nothing, okay? And so her lawyer calls her up right now, 5 o'clock at night, right? Doesn't ask my mother, doesn't say ahead of time, respect for her client. And Marion should fucking care, and she's more interested in some stupid party she's planning. Has no respect for my mom. And my poor mother feels that way, but she's too afraid to say anything. She thinks she has to bow down to anything her lawyer says. It's common courtesy. I just called Selena. It's common courtesy. You don't call up my mother. She knows I live here too. 5 o'clock at night and tell her, first of all, my mother knew nothing about the IME. We all thought it takes place in an office. No, they're coming to the house. She calls my mother up. My mom didn't hear from her for a month. Calls my mother up 5 o'clock tonight. They're coming tomorrow morning at 9:30. Is that the rudest fucking thing, people? I have a right to say this in the fucking world. In fact, I can say her fucking name out here. You don't treat my mother like that. Anybody would agree with me. Anybody. It's common courtesy to call my mother up. Look, I'm going to be scheduling an IME. When's a good day for you, Samantha? My mother, it could be my mother's birthday tomorrow. We could have plans for the day. We just had plans the other day. We could have had plans. You get what's happening here, people. This is all a joke. I'm getting all 4 of those hearings on CD, so I will have a record of the events that transpired in court that led to my mother's life and my life inevitably winding up for the worse, okay? I have every right to be upset by this. I don't know why Marion isn't. It is so rude of this attorney to not call my mother for an entire month. My mother calls her after a month. She doesn't call my mom. She doesn't do you realize how disrespectful that is? How disrespectful it is to not give my mother any warning and to say that they are coming over tomorrow. So I said to my mom, I'm like, that's so rude. You told me you would wait till I at least talk to a free attorney at the courthouse to find out what an IME entails or whatever. She hasn't talked to my mom. My mom has no idea. So then, you think I don't have a right to feel like my family's being steamrolled here, people? So then, I said, Mom, that's so rude. Doesn't that upset you that she gave you no warning? Why didn't you say no? Why didn't you say you had plans? I don't know, Laura. She's afraid. Mama's afraid, okay? She needs a friggin' regular attorney that caters to the disabled, okay? Not this court-appointed nitwit who walks all over her. Nobody on this planet would agree that would say that it's not wrong that this woman didn't give my mother, calls her up, they're coming tomorrow. Is that okay with you, Samantha? They're coming tomorrow. When I had my mom call back, I could hear the woman on the phone. What changed your mind? You know what she said to my mom? If you don't do it tomorrow, I'm backing out. My mom has no idea what it entails, nothing. But I know that when the trial's not for months, my mom has a right to at least say next Monday, a few days from now, not even give her 24 hours fucking notice, people. And I know Heavyweight's going to have a field day with this one. How rude, huh? And Selena was like, why did she even say that? What changed your mind? Because she knows she can walk all over my mother, that's why. Because this is a farce and a joke, and they're all in on it, and as far as I'm concerned, they're all in on it, and it's just meant to look good. Meant to look like my mother actually has representation when she doesn't. That's why. I asked my mom yesterday, please just wait until I go to the courthouse. I'm going to order the hearings, you know what I mean? And I'm going to talk to a free attorney. Please just wait. I said, please, Mom, there's no rush to get the IME. It's only going to be once. What's the rush, people? Do you realize how rude that is to not even give 24 hours notice and to not confer with her client and say, be respectful and say, I'm setting up an IME. When's a good day for you, Samantha? No. She calls her up 5 o'clock. It's tomorrow or nothing. Tomorrow I'm backing out. Because we already know her heart's not in it. We already know this is a fucking farce. And we already know Marion sent a scathing letter to her, which I'm sure pissed her off to no end. So she's going to walk all over my mom, and Marion doesn't even give a shit. I'm the only one that cares. And meanwhile, I live here too. I deserve to have 24 hours notice to get the fuck out of here. You see what a bitch this woman is, and my mother's terrified to even stand up for her rights, to at least have it, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be tomorrow. The hearing's not till September. It doesn't have to be tomorrow. And this woman should have given my mother at least 24 hours notice. At least talk to her. When is a good time for you? Isn't that respectful? Am I crazy here, people? Isn't that the respectful thing to do? When is a good time for you? I'm your attorney. No. She calls up 5 o'clock today. I set it up for tomorrow. And of course my mom's not happy about that. She hasn't talked to her attorney in a month. She has no idea what it's going to entail. And now my mom's going to do it. My mom's going to do it because she feels like she has no choice. Her lawyer will back out if she doesn't do it. I'm like, good, we want her to back out. I'm telling the whole fucking world. And when this is all over, I'm going to write a fucking book and I'm naming names. You don't disrespect your client. You don't not even give them 24 hours notice. You don't not talk to them for a whole month. And then when they call you, I'm wondering when there's going to be an IME. You call her up and say, when's a good time? I'll set it up. You don't call her up the night before and say they're coming tomorrow morning, and if you don't do it, I'm not going to be your attorney anymore. So wrong. It's so wrong, people. There's no rush. There's no rush. What's the rush, you see? There's something really bad going on here. There's no fucking rush, and my mom's too afraid. There's no rush. You get it? I want to make this perfectly clear. The lawyer did not contact my mother for a month. My mother contacted the lawyer. Okay? The lawyer already knows about the skate. She knows that I'm sure she knows I'm not happy about her. She could tell the court I wasn't happy about her with her. I said something to her and then I walked out in disgust from the lobby, okay? Away from the whole lot of them. And she knows Marion's not happy because Marion sent her a scathing letter. She doesn't contact my mother for a month. A month. My mother leaves a message the other day. She calls her back tonight at 5 p.m. and says, I set it up for tomorrow. She never even told my mom it would take place in the house. We all thought, everybody, all of us thought it took place in an office. She hasn't even talked to my mom to come for my mom or anything. For all I know, she's hostile towards my mom because of what Marion sent her. And how she knows I feel just because I'm sure she's smart enough to know how I feel based on how I puffed away in disgust after that hearing a month ago. You see how she's treating my mother? And then I had my mom call back. My mom's too afraid to say, I think, I feel that you were rude to me and not respecting me to at least, ask me when I wanted it. Can we do it next week? What changed your mind? And then my mom got all flustered because I was witnessing it, and I walked out of the house with Omar and called Selena in disgust. What changed your mind?